Today we are going to be attempting to work on the CRV and installing a new part with one hand, because as you guys know, I still don't have both hands. But today we are going to be installing some GODSPEED camber adjustable front upper control arms. I am very excited. Huge shout out to GODSPEED. Appreciate you guys for sending these out to me. So yeah, we're gonna be adding some camber up front to match the rears, because I plan on lowering this thing more. We're not gonna be lowering it, I don't think, in this video, because I still have that big old resonator that hangs way too low and I don't want to be scraping it, so I need to get that all tucked up. So first, today's video, we're gonna be installing these, and then probably in the next video, depending on how things go, most likely the next video, hopefully, we will be lifting up the resonator and getting that tucked up so we can lower it so we don't scrape on anything. But first things first, let's go ahead and get the CRV pulled into the garage. I'm gonna measure the rear camber just so we can make sure we're in the right spot on the front so we can match it as close as possible. About these real quick too, these are for an EK, so from my understanding from people I've talked about with CRVs, they run EK. That way they are shorter, so even though the camber is all out on this, it should give me approximately -3 degree camber. That way, starting right off the bat, we have -3 camber with this all pulled out, and then if we need to from there, we will be able to adjust more. But I don't think we're going to be adjusting more. We'll see what happens, because these wheels also are very temporary, and we will be getting those changed out in the future as well. Hopefully very soon we will be having new wheels, so these wheels will not be staying on here, but I'm excited to get these installed. I've already went ahead and installed one of them. I just need to get the other one assembled, and then we're pretty much good to go. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing this over the course of probably a week, so bear with me. But like I said, I have one hand. For the most part, it's gonna be three bolts really to pull this thing apart. You're gonna have the one here, the one here, and then the one right there. Alright, we have the CRV pulled in, so let me go ahead and explain why we are going to be running some front camber arms. So the reason for it, these wheels, I get a lot of people asking specs. They are 18 by 10.5 all around, plus 15 all around. And if you look in the rear, we have a slight camber, so we are able to tuck. The front is not cambered at all, and that's how much we're poking right there. So we just want to add the slightest amount, well actually to match the rear, so that way we can tuck, because we hit everything. Every time I hit a bump, we hit. Tire size are 215, 40, 18s. So there you go, that's the tire size. That's all around, guys, square. So first things first, we are going to get the front end jacked up. I don't even know where my jack is. I haven't used it in so long. Somewhere over there. We're gonna go ahead and get the front end jacked up, get the wheels pulled off, and we're gonna begin. And like I said, guys, I'm gonna do what I can. Let me show you the way I have to open the hood. All right, guys, I'm gonna show you how it is that I open my hood. So we just gotta use what we got, and what we got is my head. So I can even remember how to pop this thing. There it is. So just go ahead and put that there. And then boom, we're good. So for those of you curious to know, my hand is doing a lot better. For those of you guys that don't know, I fractured my hand in 2 places. Oh, I thought that was a spider. I was about to freak out. Fractured my hand in 2 places, but my hand is doing a lot better. I still don't have full movement, and it's gonna be a long time until I do, unfortunately. A lot of therapy, but the good news is, so today is what, the 3rd, I think, April 3rd, I believe, Monday, and I get this off on the 14th, so end of next week. So in about 2 weeks, week and a half, I get this removed. I get the pins out, and that right there, I feel is gonna make a huge difference. Not that I'm gonna be able to, all right, cool, everything's, you know, off and out, so I can dive in. I'm still gonna have to be extremely careful, but I'm gonna be able to at least start to really get there, because right now I can't do much, and with the pins in, I don't want to really risk it a whole lot. That's why doing this, I'm not gonna try to even get it done fast. I'm gonna take my time with it, do what I can do, and then whatever I need help on, I'm gonna ask for help. But yeah, so April 14th, I get this off, get the pins removed. Pins will come out as long as the x-ray looks great, which my last x-ray, it looked great. So as long as it still looks good, we will get the pins removed. But yeah, as far as functionality of my hand, I can't, and it's not the cast that's stopping it, it just won't go. You can see my movements of each finger. I feel like, well, so these are the two, the fingers themselves didn't break, but I forget, the metal carpal, whatever they're called, back in here on these 2 fingers is what broke. I feel like these 2 fingers are what I'm gonna have issues with in the future, but this one in particular, I feel like is the finger that's not gonna ever really work the same, which sucks. This one right here, it is numb, but they say this will come back in time, but I feel like this is gonna be my troubled finger, possibly this one as well, but we'll see what happens. But anyways, with that being said, before we jack the car up, I'm gonna go ahead and measure out the rear camber, and I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do that, and then we're gonna try to match that to the front. That way they're both touching, okay? And then I'm gonna hold my phone pretty much right here in the middle. I'm not gonna, well, I'll try to show you guys. So it's gonna be basically like that. I'm gonna turn it around so I can see better, and then I'm gonna take a screenshot so I know. So, wait, actually it has to be this way? It has to be this way. Alright, never mind. We have to have it this way. Let me try. Alright, there we go. So it's looking like we're at about, oh jeez. See what I'm saying, guys? One hand, it's a little difficult. But yeah, we're gonna do this, put it right here, about in the middle. Bam, we got our screenshot. Let's see what we're looking like. We are at about, and I say about because I don't know how accurate this is really gonna be. There's what we're looking like right there. So we're at about, what is that? 3, yeah, like 3, well it says right there, 355.5 degrees. So about 3 degrees, almost 4-ish. So that's where we are at right there. Trying to focus for you guys, but yeah, you see that. So now we have a reference to match the front on. So let's go get that done. And basically, all it is gonna be that nut right there. And then if you come in here, that one right there, right there. And the other one is gonna be pretty much, can't really see it, but right in there. And that's it. So there it is side by side. You guys can see now. Wow, that's much shorter by like at least an inch, maybe about an inch shorter. So we're gonna go ahead and toss this bad boy in. I am so proud of myself, guys. We got this on with one hand. I know that may not seem like, I don't know, maybe all that impressive, but I'm pretty stoked on it. We just changed the upper control arm with one hand. And here it is. Check that out. Look how beautiful that looks now, especially with the color of the coil. Like I said, the height we will be adjusting later, but that resonator, ugh, it just hangs so low. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jack this up and I'm gonna try to measure the camber now without putting the wheel on, because I don't want to put everything together and then, you know, it still needs adjustments because I don't know where it's at right now. It's definitely cambered in, you can tell. So I'm gonna jack it up, measure it out, and see where we're at. And if we need to adjust, we will. So I measured it out, and we're actually, from what I measured, as long as that's accurate, we're very close to the rear. We are at -3.54. So I'm gonna try to get this wheel on, and hopefully we can do that. I don't know. This one I might not be able to do. Boom. All right, guys, so we just finished up. I got the car pulled back into the garage. All looks great on that side. So like I said, these upper control arms are off of an EK. So naturally, as you guys saw, they are already like about an inch or so shorter. So with no camber adjustments at all in it, meaning it's completely as positive camber as you can get, I guess you can say, with the adjustments. Putting that in already added just the slightest bit, and I did compare and measure to this side, and it did add some. So I'm gonna do the other side exactly the same, and then I'm gonna take it for a drive, see if it rubs. If it no longer rubs, then I think we're pretty good. Oh my God, it's windy. Whew. It's very windy out, so hopefully it's not picking up on the mic. But yeah, if it doesn't rub at all, then I think we're golden. That way, once we lower the car, we should be fine. But if it still rubs, I'll continue to slightly adjust the camber until we are basically no longer rubbing. All right, guys, it's the next day. I came out here this morning, adjusted the preload on the front because I'm pretty sure that was not correct. I know I had too much preload, if you want to call it that. It was tightened too much. So I found out the correct way of how to tighten it, and I went ahead and adjusted that, which also allowed for the car to come down just a little bit more. Now, we aren't sitting where I wanted to be. Honestly, I was hoping to come down a whole nother about half an inch. So we dropped it about half an inch, maybe an inch. So maybe I wanted to come down more. So maybe, yeah, probably, I was looking to drop it maybe then. We'd probably dropped it about an inch. I wanted to come down maybe about another half inch, so an inch and a half total. We weren't able to accomplish that until we get, like I said, the drop forks. But we are at a good stance, I think. So that's how we're looking now. So we're tucking slight tire. Actually, I think this side needed to come down a little bit more. The other side's just a hair bit lower, like probably the width of the wrench right here, probably about that much. But I took it for a drive, and from the short drive that I did, no rubs. The camber is actually now, I think, I want to say a little bit more than the rear, just a hair, maybe about the same. So I will need to give the car a good once over, make sure everything is fully tightened, which I know it is, but I just, you know, just to make sure, especially the camber arms. Now for the rear, we're gonna jack it up. I'm gonna drop it to sit level with the front. It needs to come down an inch, but that's gonna mean though that this is pretty much gonna be like all the way down here. I'm all for it, but I'm not a huge fan of the tuck crazy hard in the rear but not the front. If I drop this down to there, I'm gonna want the front at least close to the same. I don't like when, you know, you show tire in the front and basically fender to lip in the rear. I'm not a fan of that, but we are going to be dropping it down, so it will look lower in the rear, but ideally it's actually going to still be sitting a tad bit higher. So I'm going to go ahead and do that also. I think off camera, just because it's not really too much to show when doing that, but once we pick up the camera again, I'll pull it outside in the street, show you guys how it looks. Let me show you the front real quick though. This side. So if you look, there you go. So now, you know, this is almost to this line now. And yeah, it looks really good. So I might match that side. I don't know yet. It's not much, but sometimes, you know, it's the little things that bother us. And that might bother me, but I'm gonna sit on it for now. Right now I'm gonna focus on the rears. When driving, I can definitely feel the car leaning forward. So we're gonna, for the most part, even it out. Relatively close, I think. All right, guys, we are all done. I got the car pulled out. Now I do plan on going lower in the future, but right now, this is all I can do. The front is maxed out. The rears, I can go a lot more. It looks a little off in the rear because we still do need to cut the rear bumper, but there it is. Hopefully you guys can tell, because it is definitely a lot lower now. Before you're able to fit, I think, 2 fingers in there. Now you can't even get one. So like I said, we will be going lower once we get some drop forks in. Hopefully we'll be doing that soon. There it is, guys. Check out the camber. I don't know how well you can see. So I kept it relatively even as far as tire, fender to tire goes. If we could drop it more in the rear and make the car sit level, but I think this is where we're gonna keep it for now. There it is, guys. Comment below, let me know what you think. Hopefully you guys can tell. And it doesn't rub at all, really. I mean, a little bit in the front, not much though. But once my hand is healed and we get this cast off, we'll be pulling the front wheels off and doing some trimming up in the wheel well.